Undefeatable is a match made in cheeseball martial arts heaven. It takes Cynthia Rothrock, the martial arts actress who found fame in the 1980s and 90s and served as a direct inspiration for Mortal Kombat's Sonya Blade, and pairs her with Hong Kong director Godfrey Ho. Who's Godfrey Ho? He pumped out martial arts movies galore, often with the word ninja in their name, all over the place. Many of them simply took recycled footage from Hong Kong or Chinese movies but added in extra footage starring American or British ninjas, and used a rewritten script to try to attach the ninja footage to the actual Chinese film somehow. Undefeatable, however, is two firsts for Godfrey Ho. His first movie made using entirely original footage, and his first to be filmed in the United States rather than Hong Kong. The plot is set up to allow for as many fights as can be crammed into 90 minutes while still having a plot. Christy, played by Rothrock, participates in a fight club for money to pay for her sister's college education. Meanwhile, another fighter by the name of Stingray, our villain of the story, is left by his wife after he abuses her one time too many. He loses his mind and proceeds to try to get revenge. He does this by kidnapping random women who remind him of his now ex-wife and gouging their eyes out.
The bastard poked her eyes out.
When one of those women happens to be Christy's sister, things get personal for her. This being a Godfrey Ho movie, everyone just happens to know martial arts. Everyone. Everyone from random people on the street to Christy's therapist. I kid you not. So Stingray goes up to a random man and woman and the man just happens to know martial arts, but Stingray beats him easily. Later, Stingray attempts to kidnap another random woman who also happens to know martial arts and fight back, but loses easily. At this point, the movie is setting up Stingray as this unstoppable force who just keeps plowing through any random martial artist who gets in his way, including Christy's therapist, who also happens to know martial arts. This is one of those movies. The movie switches between scenes of this and scenes of Christy at her fight club, where just like Stingray, she wins every fight she gets into. She is the hero. The two are essentially counterparts to each other, these unstoppable forces. The fight choreography is fantastic and the moves are very fun to watch. Especially this one, my favorite scene in the movie. Let's see that again. I love that scene. The fight scenes are always well choreographed, but sometimes pretty silly. And so is some of the dialogue.
Poor little baby bear. Had to steal his mama's Tupperware.
Eventually, Christy teams up with a police officer named Nick, and guess who else knows martial arts? Oh, come on, we all know the answer to that one. We even see the police force training in martial arts, because, of course. The final fight, Christy and Nick vs. Stingray, has gone viral on YouTube under the name Best Fight Scene of All Time. Undefeatable is fun. The acting isn't great, but it gets the job done. The story isn't compelling, but I found it enjoyable to follow along with, so it does its job. The martial arts fight scenes are excellent, and if you're willing to turn off your brain and accept a fictional world in which every random person happens to know martial arts regardless of profession, gender, or even body type, then this movie could be worth checking out.